talk about Orlando Brown, maybe somewhat in this particular topic, but we're going to talk about Raven Symone and what she had to say. This is the same woman, again, who says that she's not African American or black. Shout out to Black Rage 843. Repping the 843. Okay? We need more people from South Carolina in these streams, goddammit. Shout out to Ronette Turner. What's up, Turbattle? But apparently, she put up a post. Y'all see it in the thumbnail. She actually deleted it. She deleted the post, but the Shade Room was able to get a I guess screenshot it and what she said. Now I'm looking at the article from Complex. It says Raven Symone is getting dragged after shading Diddy, Jay-Z, T.I., and others on Instagram. Raven Symone faced serious heat because of an Instagram post addressing many iconic men in hip-hop. The television star reposted a photo including T.I., Jay-Z, Diddy, and others gathering at the Roc Nation pre-Grammy brunch. The original post featured a caption that snidely criticized the men's success. A group of so-called successful black men, minus Khaled, sick racially, who became rich and famous from perpetuating the worst black stereotypes to the ears and eyes of the whole planet, like drug dealing, pimping, murdering other black men, disrespecting black women. I know making observation is being a hater. Cheers. Raven added a set of emojis, the monocle, the mouthless face, and a yellow heart that suggested she agreed with the sentiment. I want y'all to understand something. I believe the original post that I just read, it was made by a so-called black male, not a black man, a simping ass beta male black man. He wrote this post. This was actually a Twitter post, and that's why I tell y'all, you have got to stay away from these beta males, these Captain Saver hoes, who are always looking to appease a black woman who don't even respect them. To shout to Richard Melvin, he says society can't have black men being shown as successful in the United States, even though we are. It goes against the narrative they want to push about black men. It definitely did, because again, the original post that I just read was originally made by a so-called black male trying to appease black women who don't respect them. Let me tell you something, dude. You brothers, you write these posts trying to get these black women to like you. They use you. They laugh at you. You're the guy who they go shopping with. You're the guy who you're the guy who defends them, quote unquote, from other men who talk crap about them. But they will never take you seriously. They will keep you in the friend zone. You will never get any respect. And that's exactly why you should stay as far away from these beta males, these male feminists, these Captain Saver hoes, these fake ass woke conscious dudes who are nothing more than a bunch of females impersonating men. That's all it is. And you're writing this post and you think that makes you seem intelligent. You look like an idiot. And she reposted it because she don't like black men. She got a thing. That's why she only dates white women. She like Yvette Carnell. She loves her some white women. Allegedly. Only likes white women. This didn't go over well. Instagrammers promptly roasted Raven and continued to do so on the comment section of the Shade Room's Instagram reposting. Speaking your truth through the lyrics in your music is not perpetuating stereotypes. Instagram user Sir Q wrote, if you took it as glorification of drugs, hoods, and gangs, then you missed the message. It was about showing the world what you had to go through, what you actually had to go through to make it to the very point you have arrived at in your life and career. Raven, you have yet to experience hardship, so you are not qualified to speak on the stereotypes that you claim they have perpetuated. Now, I will say this, though. Raven isn't wrong when she agreed with that post. That post itself wasn't really even wrong. What's going on, Charm? Jag? Actually, that beta male's post was actually pretty spot on in certain instances. Shout out to Richard Melvin again. It says male feminists are defeated and beaten men who have tucked tail, the cowards of society. I absolutely agree, Richard Melvin. They are the biggest cowards in society. And that is why people don't respect them. Women laugh at them. Women use them to conversate with and to do their dirty work. And again, the post itself, it wasn't all wrong. You do have rappers who perpetuate negative stereotypes. Okay? But there was one person that this idiot forgot in his post. And that is black preachers. Because black preachers do the same thing. Black preachers are in these churches perpetuating stereotypes when they lie to black people, when they use and manipulate them, but you didn't mention them in your post, probably because you go to church every Sunday too. Probably sing in the choir. Everybody wants to put the ills of black culture on rappers. Dude, it's bigger than that. It's a lot bigger than that. These labels sign these stereotypical rappers, quote unquote. But I will say this, though. I have to give some of these guys credit. Your T.I.s, your Jay-Z's, they changed their image. Listen to what Jay-Z rapped about in the 90s and look at what he raps about now. It's completely different. They've changed how they approach rap. 50 Cent, he's still stereotypical in ways, but for the most part, a lot of those guys have changed who they are due to their success. But you got these beta males, you got these women who want these beta males to speak for them, and I'm probably gonna have to address y'all in a whole nother video. She agreed with that post because she's thinking this. Now, mind you, what's going on, Abby? This is coming from a female that literally said that she's not black. That literally said she's not African American. So why would you care about what they post, Raven? Why are you so triggered, Raven? Why are you so triggered, Raven? Another pointed out Raven's history of airheaded opinions on blackness. Last time we all checked, she told reporter that she wasn't African American, but she was just American, so technically she's been banned from the family cookouts forever ago, said user Jazzy Islay. Raven eventually deleted the offending post, but stood by her opinion in the follow-up post, I believe. Deleted my post because the comments were not something I want my underage followers looking at. The post claims I'm not deleting because I don't believe in what I said. I don't know what that means. Raven. I think Raven is only saying this because she's doing the reboot of her show and she has younger audience members, I guess, following her on social media. So she wants a more of a PG-13 page. But Raven, you reposted that. You disrespected those brothers, Raven. And now all of a sudden you're talking about you took posts down because the comments were offensive. That post was offensive. You degraded and disrespected them. No matter what you think about them, no matter what your opinion is of them, those brothers made it. They're successful. But you still took the time out of your day to repost it to basically down and disrespect successful brothers. Because everybody in that post weren't rappers. I believe Steve Stout was in that post. I don't think everybody in that post were rappers. Swiss Beats is more of a producer. Big Sean doesn't make degrading music. Let's see. You know, I just feel like she just wanted to take a jab at black men. Black women like her get so triggered over black men being successful without them. It's because she cannot mimic the death. You might be right, Christopher. She is a full blown dyke, so that could play a part into it as well. But she got to get over that. I mean, none of those brothers did anything to her. I could see if you had a beef with T.I. or Diddy or Jay, but you don't, Raven. If any of those brothers would have put up a post and said that Raven hates black men because she said that she's not African American, those brothers, people would troll them all day and all night. Women would call them woman bashers. Look at what they're saying about black women. They hate black women. And you got this female who's trying to, I guess, have more of a lighter tone image. She's doing the That's So Raven reboot. She wants to appeal to a younger audience, but you post this and you disrespect these dudes who basically has done nothing to you that we know of, Raven. It just lets me know that you simps, you write these posts disrespecting your fellow black man, and you have these women who say nothing, but they just agree with what you're saying. They hide behind you. So, Miss Anthropic One, they hide behind you. Raven, you deserve to get roasted because all you did was prove to everybody just how much women like you hate black males. This is proof. You're not mad at these labels who put stereotypical rappers on their labels and they promote them, you know, and the corporations that also endorse these particular artists. What up, Freelance? Or Miss Anthrop, you in the DR? Send me an email, bro. Whenever you get back, I want to have you on the show. Okay? I know you having hella fun in the DR. I know you having hella fun in the DR, man. And the thing is that I bet you there were a lot of black women who agree with her. Not because they care about the black community. We've seen how they don't care. What's going on, Shelly? We know that a lot of these sisters care less about this community. The only time you really see them in the community is when they're going to the Korean store to get some hair weave. Or maybe they're going to church, or they're going to see some family. That's the only time you're really going to see them in the hood like that, or in a black neighborhood. So they're going to support what she's saying just because she's taking a jab at black men. He's taking a jab at black men. That is the only reason why she's gonna get the bulk of the support from black women. Because I'm telling you right now, there are more of these sisters who agree with her than disagree with her. I know I read something where this sister said, well, you're not invited to the cookouts or whatever. I think Shelly just donated, could have been to the Super chat. Okay, I didn't see it. Is that through super chat or through Streamlabs? I don't really know. What's up, Jay Sean? Oh, super chat. Late fee. Oh, he's giving us a late fee. It's a late fee, huh? Oh, okay. Well, I accept the late fee, you know? I want everybody to understand me. Listen, I don't care that she likes women. You know, I don't care that she has had success of her own. All I care about is people who clearly have distanced themselves from black people coming back and saying, well, these men support the negative stereotypes about black men. What about the women on Instagram? Are we not going to talk about the women on Instagram? Are we not going to talk about the women on World Star Hip Hop fighting and beating each other to a pulp, squaring up, fighting while they're holding their kids, committing some of the most atrocious crimes to their own seed? But these rappers are creating stereotypes that are destroying black people. Raven, you sound like a complete and utter fool agreeing with that. But I mean, looking at how crazy you are, it really wouldn't surprise me. You probably take meds too. You probably take meds every single day. What's going on, Jenna? You high up on medication and getting on social media and on TV sounding like a complete moron. Can't even see my chat room. What's up, Nadia? Jay-Sean say he's cooking. Well, that's cool, Jay-Sean. Jay-Sean. Raven, we all know that you're on meds. We all know that you're mentally unstable. We all know you like eating pussy. We know this. Okay? We know that you've been in Hollywood in the industry for far too long. You've been in the industry way too long. It is starting to affect your psyche extremely, to the point to where you're getting on these particular television programs, not knowing what you're saying, being incoherent. You think you're intelligent. You are actually articulate, but you say things that you think is going to get a reaction. Maybe this is why you put this post up and delete it and then say, well, I got a younger audience, so they're going to be offended. Well, Raven, aren't you offended by the women fighting on World Star Hip Hop, hopping in dumpsters to get weave? Don't you think that is a bad look for black people? Cutting the hair off of horses? You don't think that that's a bad look for black people? Squaring up and fighting chicks in Waffle House and McDonald's and Chuck E. Cheese. You don't think that's a bad look for black people? Going to a church pastored by a guy who's sleeping with women in the church and probably a few men. We not gonna call it out? Come on, Raven. You don't just call out a little bit of it. Call out a lot of it, okay? Put up posts about not only what the bros are doing, but what the females doing too. Then maybe people wouldn't go at you as hard, Raven. But we all know you love women, so you know you're not gonna go that hard on women. But the easiest target to go at in the media is black men. And she knows this, especially if they're successful, because everybody hates successful black men. That's why successful black men live their lives without giving a fuck. They date who they want. They do pretty much whatever they want to do. And people hate that because they're comfortable in their skin. And obviously Raven isn't.